How to understand and support your teen when they're always angry. Hello, parents. Today, we're going to chat about something many of us have struggled with. How to handle our teen's anger. If you've ever felt confused or even helpless when your teen suddenly snaps, stops listening, or seems ready to explode at any moment, this is the place for us to figure it out together. First, let's go over the main points. Your teen's anger isn't random. It stems from both biological and emotional causes. When they're constantly upset, it doesn't just strain the family, it can also harm them in the long run. So, I'll share some practical tips to help you walk alongside your teen through this challenging phase. Now, let's dive into each part to get a clearer picture. Why do teens get so angry? Have you ever wondered why your teen turns into a walking fireball out of nowhere? Well, it's not entirely their fault. There's a mix of what's happening inside their body and their heart. Biologically speaking, puberty is a time of rapid physical and mental growth. Their brain doesn't develop all at once. The emotional part races ahead, while the logical, thinking part lags behind. What does this mean? Their feelings hit hard, but they don't yet have the tools to manage them. So, even a small thing, like being nagged about homework, can set them off like a volcano. Emotionally, it's a whirlwind too. This is the stage where they crave independence, want to fit in with friends, and figure out who they are. But with that comes peer pressure, confusion about their identity, and a sense of being lost. On top of that, teens often feel misunderstood. Many adults see teen years as a time of trouble, mistakes, or irrationality. When teens feel judged or unappreciated, those negative emotions pile up, sparking anger. Knowing this, we can see they're not just being defiant, they're wrestling with themselves. What happens when teens can't control their anger? Picture this. Your teen is grumpy all day, and the family feels like they're sitting on a hot seat, waiting for the next boom. What happens if this anger keeps going unchecked? For starters, it wears everyone out. Parents might feel lost, unsure why their teen is so mad. If we're not careful, our reactions, like yelling or arguing, can make things worse, turning the home into a mini battlefield or a tense, silent standoff. But it's not just the family that suffers, the teen does too. When anger keeps bubbling up without control, it can push them toward unhealthy habits like experimenting with substances, disordered eating, or even mental health struggles and heart issues down the road. It sounds a bit scary, but it's a wake-up call for us to step in and help before things spiral too far. Tips for parents when your teen gets angry. Alright, here's the good stuff. What can we do to support our teens? Don't worry, I'll break it down into simple, doable steps to make life easier for both you and your kid. Don't let fear cloud your view. Raising a teen doesn't have to be a nightmare if we shift our perspective. Many parents assume the teen years are all about impulsiveness and mistakes. But if we cling to that negative mindset, we unintentionally make things harder. Teens pick up on our biases and start feeling like they can't do anything right, which fuels more conflict. Instead of fearing the worst, see this as a chance to grow together. It's tough, sure, but it's also one of the most meaningful experiences for both you and your teen. Stay cool when they heat up. When your teen yells or disrespects you, it's tempting to fire back. But trust me, if you both turn up the heat, it's just adding fuel to the flames. Take a deep breath and stay calm. Instead of snapping, try saying something like, "I know you're upset, and I don't like it when you yell. But I get why you feel this way. No matter what, I love you." This not only calms them down but also shows them they're heard. Don't argue when they're exploding. Ever tried reasoning with your teen mid-meltdown, only to have them brush you off? Yep. When they're furious, their logical brain is offline. The more you explain, the more annoyed they get. Focus on their emotions instead. Winning an argument isn't the goal. Helping them cool off is. Tune into their feelings. To calm your teen, connect with their heart. You don't have to agree with them. Just show you understand. Try lines like, "You're mad because we criticized your new haircut, right?" Or, "You feel it's unfair you can't stay out late with friends, don't you?" Then, encourage them to talk about how they feel. Once they vent, the anger starts to fade. See it from their side. After listening, rephrase their story from their perspective. For example, "Mom's words upset you. Like she doesn't care how you feel. Huh?" Or, "Dad yelling felt awful. Especially when you were just trying to explain." This makes them feel understood, helping them settle down faster. Even if you disagree, the aim is to steady their emotions first. Build a warm, connected family. Beyond handling outbursts, you can prevent them by being a supportive parent. Sometimes we set too many rules to protect our kids. But if it's not about safety or health, step back and let them explore. When they have room to make choices and learn from outcomes, they feel less trapped and less angry. Spend time bonding and cheering them on instead of clashing. Teach them to tame their temper. Once they're calm, teach them tricks to handle anger, like deep breathing, meditation, or rethinking situations calmly. Just don't tell them to ignore or bottle it up. That can backfire and hurt them later. Get help if needed. If your teen's anger seems extreme, flares up for no clear reason, or leaves them drained and out of control, don't hesitate to reach out to a doctor or therapist. A little expert support can go a long way for the whole family. See, the teen years aren't the enemy. They're a journey for us to explore and grow with our kids. With understanding and patience, you'll find it's not as daunting as it seems. Try these tips, and turn those stormy days into moments worth cherishing with your teen.